Right, now let's shift our focus to more news coming in on the broadcast at this point in time. What we are getting to know is that latest which is coming in the Aam Aadmi Party MP Raghav Chadha suspension case is that the Supreme Court, while hearing the Aam Aadmi Party MP's plea, has suggested that he should meet the Rajya Sabha Chair Jagdeep Dhankar and apologise for his alleged misconduct. The top court also noted that the apology may be considered sympathetically by the Rajya Sabha chair. Meanwhile, the Aam Aadmi Party leader has agreed to tender his apology. Remember, Raghav Chadha was indefinitely suspended from the parliament in August for a breach of privilege, and this after some MPs alleged that he named them in a House panel without their consent. These are the latest updates coming in as far as Aam Aadmi Party MP Raghav Chadha's suspension case is concerned. The Supreme Court, while hearing the Aam Aadmi Party MP's plea, has suggested that he should meet the Rajya Sabha Chair Jagdeep Dhankar and apologise for his alleged misconduct. It also noted that the apology may be considered sympathetically by the Rajya Sabha Chair. And to all this, Aam Aadmi Party leader Raghav Chadha has indeed agreed to tender his apology. Remember, Raghav Chadha was indefinitely suspended from the parliament in August for a breach of privilege. Harish is joining me with more details on this. Harish, over to you. What has exactly happened in this hearing as far as the Aam Aadmi Party MP Raghav Chadha suspension case is concerned?
Yes, that's right. The Chief Justice said that the court is embarking on a need to find a way out and to end the imbroglio. In a way, it's a balancing act because the Chief Justice said going by the arguments of Raghav Chadha and also the earlier judgment of Supreme Court, the continuous suspension beyond a particular session is in violation of the Supreme Court judgment. And also, he has not committed a very grave offence. It was, and therefore, the continuous suspension was prima facie, according to the Supreme Court, wrong. And at the same time, the Supreme Court wanted to uphold the dignity of the House. So, so the Chief Justice suggested that to find a way out to settle the issue, Raghav Chadha approached the Rajya Sabha Chairperson Jagdeep Dhankar and tender an unconditional apology, and Jagdeep Dhankar, being a very senior, seasoned constitutional authority, take a very sympathetic and considerate view and revoke his suspension. So in a way, it's a balanced approach. Raghav Chadha's suspension will get revoked. At the same time, the House will get an apology from Raghav Chadha for the alleged breach of privilege. In fact, Raghav Chadha's lawyer, Shadan Faras, has accepted the court's proposal and had said that even before the privilege committee, he had written a letter proposing this step, that if he apologized to the Rajya Sabha chairperson, whether his suspension will be revoked. Today, a balancing act played by Supreme Court, at the end of which it's expected that Raghav Chadha will tender an apology and his suspension will get revoked. Back to you.
All right, Harish, many thanks for joining us with all the details. So Raghav Chadha will be, of course, tendering an apology with the Rajya Sabha chair. We will be looking out for more details on this, but now shifting our focus. Well, 33% reservation for women in Lok Sabha, the state assembly, is a very good step, says the Supreme Court, as it took up the plea filed by Congress leader seeking speedy implementation of Women's Reservation Bill. The petitioner sought removal of census and delimitation clauses, demanding quota be given to women starting 2024 polls. On this aspect, the two-judge bench said quashing the census clause at this stage would mean the court is legislating the issue. But the Supreme Court has assured to examine the census issue and fix the hearing for November 22. Now, the Women's Reservation Bill was passed by the Parliament on September 21 and received the President's assent on September 29.
in form of oral remarks, praise coming in for the central government for passing the 33% women reservation quota in Lok Sabha and assembly states, assembly across the country. The Supreme Court was in fact hearing a petition filed by a Madhya Pradesh-based Congress leader Jaya Thakur, who had sought implementation of this rule from 2024 as parliament election itself and not 2029 as envisaged by the government. Remember, the government had said that lengthy, tedious process, time-taking process like census and delimitation has to be undergone. So there's a time constraint, therefore it can be implemented from 2029 only. So the petition said that the clauses for census and delimitation should be done away with, then it can be implemented from 2024. But the Supreme Court said, without hearing the other side, that is the government and other stakeholders, we cannot right now say that census can be done away. It is a policy decision, but definitely we will examine this issue. And remember, the petitioner said that this is not a case of reservation for the backward caste or class which required census and delimitation.